Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically we are discussing one topic that is India economy. So here basically now we are going to discuss about one topic that is which is connecting to many level basically. I will take one example. Assume that basically in this world basically in India basically I will talk about India only. In India basically there is one bank called as SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, SBI is the main head bank basically you can say. In that bank basically, assume that there are 1 crore customers. Just taking as an example basically. In really basically there are 100 more than 100 crore. Here basically we are just taking as an example. Assume there are 100 crore. More than 100 crore. Now basically assume that in India basically there are around 500 banks. They are connected with to whom basically? They are connected directly to SBI. How just this is connecting to the thing that basically that you basically see. The group basically who created the banks, the group basically who created the entire structure basically. How it's connecting basically that is. So 500 banks are there. So in SBI basically, each 500 banks basically have one account basically. For example, HDFC. HDFC is one bank basically which have assume basically it have 50 lakh crore amount. So SBI basically have one account called HDFC and the amount is 50 lakh crore. Same way Citibank. Citibank also basically have one SBI also basically one bank account basically which basically is having name as a Citibank basically. Bank of Baroda basically. In SBI Bank, basically, there is one account called Bank of Baroda. You will not believe it, basically. And how they use each and every bank, that we will discuss basically later on. But here, basically, we are connecting this topic to how basically that you see. Basically. I will take one example. Everybody knows that basically Amazon basically is one customer of Hindustan. India basically say that basically Amazon is our customer basically. Amazon is basically customer of Hindustan. That basically you can say as a SBI's customer basically. Same way SBI have 500 bank and 500 bank basically is a customer of SBI basically. So this many point is clear basically. Lots of people say that basically we never thought that basically here basically that HDFC bank is a customer of SBI bank basically. We never thought basically this. But this connection basically is up to what level that you see basically. Amazon basically is also customer of SBI basically, right? That means India's customer. But in which bank basically you have the account of Hindustan? That basically we don't because it's a very private bill. Because everything basically connects basically to the what actually the SBI bank is basically doing. That basically we will discuss basically what SBI bank basically how its connection basically is there with the so 500 customer basically is of SBI. So that much is clear. Now in this basically Amazon is also one of the customers. Now basically just see basically how Amazon basically has started his journey. Amazon told that basically by we are Amazon and we are Amazon. मतलब in Hindi basically it is called हम Amazon है हम Amazon है. That means Amazon group basically says like this basically we are Amazon, we are Amazon. So that basically is the slogan of Amazon. Basically. But real basically slogan is something else basically. Actually Amazon don't have any slogan. So I thought that basically I should create one slogan. Amazon is Amazon and Amazon is Amazon. So that is basically one thing. Now basically Amazon is basically customer of SBI bank basically, right? Directly basically he might not be customer of SBI because rules says something else basically. Amazon basically is not Indian basically. Amazon is not Indian basically. I will take one more example. Lots of people, I have taken this example long before basically. There are two accounts, one is in India, one of the person basically, they told that basically I have account in India also and I have account in outside America also basically. Means America also. So he told that basically I have to clear one account basically. So he told that basically we will do one thing, we will clear this here basically. For that basically you die here basically, like this basically. In America basically you stay. Like this there are many people basically who are connected with India directly. So we are basically we are not going to that basically, but that's very dangerous thing basically. Lots of people says that the American presidents and basically which are created, European presidents basically which are created, they are created like this only basically. But we are not going in detail basically. Otherwise basically immediately the war will start. That would be a India and other countries because lots of things basically has done. That's why basically Iran, Iraq basically see basically Kuwait basically. Lots of people says that basically if like this basically then India has done that basically. Lots of people will say that basically. So that's very dangerous topic basically. But we will discuss later on basically this topic basically. That now basically the topic is SBI is telling that basically Amazon is our customer basically. And Amazon is selling that we are Amazon. So that is basically one thing. Now here the thing is how Amazon basically started his journey basically. So he told that I actually want Sunil basically one platform basically, but not actually to me basically. He actually discussed it with his CTO team basically, that is the Chief Technical Executive Officers basically. They basically told that basically Chief Executive, Chief CTO. Amazon is telling basically like this CTO. Actually, we want to design one software basically. Sorry, we want to design one warehouse basically, or basically one server house basically. In that basically server house basically, we want to create that type of server basically, which will give lots of things basically. So he told that basically the CTO basically told that what lots of things basically we basically are not getting it. So he basically given few examples basically. For example, in this world basically there are many functions created, many procedures are created, many things payment gateways are created. To create this everything basically lots of hard work is required basically and lots of smart work is required. So we will do one thing. We will collect lots of. We will first of all basically we will select lots of companies basically. From that company basically we will select few consultant basically. We will contact to that consultants basically through company direct not basically through company basically we'll contact to the consultant basically and we will give some proposal basically if you will deploy your this function basically to our server basically and our server basically will say that basically this function basically is created by this group basically we are basically the agent and we basically charge some amount basically so that function basically can be used by someone else basically so that basically the rework basically which is for example one functionality is there basically that functionality basically the functionality is like this. The number basically, if you enter, then basically the entire word basically will. For example, 1 lakh. So it will say 1 lakh in number and it will say 1 ONE lakh. Like this basically. Just taken as an example, simple example. So he told that okay. So this function basically is deployed and the consultant basically was this. And we contacted this consultant on the base of this software company. And he told that basically I will charge this money amount basically from you. And Amazon is selling that basically, if you want to sell this function basically, then also basically we are ready. So he told that basically sell function or basically give the function on the rent basically. So he was basically charging some amount from customers and he was giving some amount to that consultant basically who actually created this function basically. So AWS concept basically introduced in the market basically that is Amazon Web Services basically, or basically you can say Amazon Web Servers basically. But that basically says as a Amazon Web Services. Services are deployed in the servers basically. So that is basically simple thing basically. That everybody knows basically. That this is a function like this basically this is deployed, and basically in this document there is one document basically. Each document says that basically this is a function, you have to use this function, and these all are the facilities basically which is inside this function, and these all are the properties basically. That everybody knows. That is basically is not a big stuff basically. Now that is the thing basically. Now basically this everything basically there are many projects, there are many softwares, there are many facilities, everything basically is deployed in Amazon basically. So Amazon say that basically we just take as a rent basically, and in this basically we have kept company basically in between through contacting the consultant basically, because he can't contact directly. Why? Because he is the resource of Hindustan basically, and that consultant basically don't have any rules and regulation basically, but company basically have a rules and regulation. So he told that he basically thought like this, that through consultant basically we will